Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 8th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Friday out there so far. Everybody had a great Friday evening. Hope everybody can stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the lower 48 and also the tropics. We got 3 areas of tropical to watch. We'll talk about that in tonight's video as well. Here is Hurricane Ivo on the Eastern Pacific, just off the Baja region of California. That will continue to pull away from that region. Got some activity over Mexico. Also got a little bit of scattered activity behind Ivo there. You can see a little bit across Central America, South America. Got some scattered activity. Got a little tropical wave just northeast of South America that move into the Caribbean Sea. Here's that little tropical wave that has about a 40% chance of development here, and you can see one off the North Carolina coast. It's kind of getting its act together a little bit, but there's another system right off the South Carolina coast. May need to monitor that as well. Something look like something trying to spin up right there off the southeast coast. So something we'll have to continue to monitor as well. Also got a little bit of activity across Florida. Also, and here goes. You can see Dexter exit stage east. You can see a little bit of activity here in the central tropical Atlantic, getting a little bit more activity ongoing in the central and western tropical Atlantic. Alright, we got some activity across central U.S. over here from portions of New Mexico all the way into the Dakotas. A little bit up here in portions of Wisconsin, northern Michigan, northeastern Michigan, and central Michigan region as well. A little bit of activity up here across the northeast, but just scattered in nature. And you can see another little storm system here, kind of pinwheeling up here over Montana. That will continue to push eastbound and drag a cold front towards the east. Alright, otherwise, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see we got some severe weather possible over Colorado on your Saturday. Again, from Iowa into Wisconsin, northern Illinois. We got some heavy rain and flash flooding in that vicinity as well. We got some thunderstorms and showers in portions of Arizona over to New Mexico, North Texas, to Colorado, to Nebraska, all the way over toward Wisconsin, northern Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Superior, South Canada, back toward Minnesota, and northern Minnesota through Montana, North Dakota, right along the Canadian-U.S. border. A little bit of activity up here in portion of New Hampshire, into Maine, and portion of New Brunswick. A little bit in portion of Kentucky, western North Carolina mountains, across the northern Gulf, in Louisiana, Texas, to Arkansas, to Georgia, southern South Carolina, central South Carolina, which are eastern North Carolina, Atlantic coastal water, and that low pressure system continue to pull away from the region. Alright, otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Saturday. Alright, here's your Sunday forecast now. You can see we got some flash flooding and heavy rain from portion of Kansas to Iowa to Missouri to portion of Illinois and also Wisconsin. Here's tropical storm Ivo as it continue to pull away from the region. You can see we've got thunderstorms and showers from northern Mexico to Arizona to Colorado to Wisconsin, up here around Lake Huron, Lake Superior. Also into Michigan, down to Ohio, Indiana to Missouri. And then we got some along the northern Gulf toward the Florida Keys, Atlantic coastal waters to the Carolinas, Tennessee to Georgia to Alabama, Louisiana, the Florida Panhandle, and the Big Bend area of Florida. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Sunday. Alright. Now let's move on to the current watches warning advisory map you're locating across the nation. And we're going to have a big heat up here across the middle portion of the country. You can see we've got heat advisories in portions of Texas to Louisiana, Arkansas, much of Oklahoma, much of Kansas, a portion of Nebraska, a portion of southeastern South Dakota, also Iowa, and also the portion of Missouri, also Wisconsin, northwest Illinois, a couple counties in Arizona, southern California, northern California, southwest Oregon, and much of areas of Washington State and northern Idaho. And got some excessive heat watches there as well in portion of Oregon and also Nevada. Also, Oregon and Washington State, excuse me. And also we have some excessive heat warnings in effect there as well in portion of Oregon, northern California, southern Arizona. And then we got one county there with a freeze warning in portion of Wyoming. We got red flag warnings also in effect for Wyoming to Colorado to Utah and northern areas of Arizona. Also, we got some wind advisories portions of Montana. Flood watches in effect for southern portions of Wisconsin. Even got one little area right here in the area of Oklahoma, eastern areas. We have excessive heat warning there as well. Flood advisories over central Florida and southwestern areas of Tennessee. And then we got small craft advisory, gale warning from up here around the New Jersey, Delaware to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. A little bit across Southern California, Northern California up to Oregon State. Then we got a little bit across the South, Hawaii and Chain Island. Got the coastal flood advisory, high surf warnings there as well. A little bit around the Alaska region, and also some cold small craft advisory there as well. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for your Saturday. Okay, as you can see here, we got areas of just general thunderstorm from northern Maine to northern New York State, southeast North Carolina to the Carolina, Florida Keys to portions of southeast Texas, New Mexico to Arizona, all the way up to Duluth, Michigan, then again from Grand Fork to Great Falls, Montana, and down toward Jackson, Wyoming as well. Alright, that's general thunderstorms expected there. Alright, from Amarillo up to McCook, we have a marginal risk from Pablo to Denver, Colorado, and then again that's a slight risk, and another slight risk from Del Monte over to Green Bay, Kansas City up to Marquette, marginal risk. Alright, tornado probability is going to look like this. There's 2% over Colorado, then portions of Missouri, Iowa, and also into portions of northwest Illinois, and also southern areas of Wisconsin. Alright, damaging winds look like this. 5 and 15%. You can see 5% over in North Texas. I don't know why I keep jumping around, but here we go. Winds again. North Texas and the portions of Nebraska and Kansas, also Colorado. 5% from Missouri all the way to Marquette, Michigan. There's that 15% risk area from Del Monte to Green Bay, and there's the large hail. Looks to be around the Denver, Colorado area to Pablo, just east of you guys. 5% elsewhere. All right, let's move on to day number 3. Alright, it's going to look something like this. Marginal risk from Denver, Colorado to Woodward, Oklahoma, all the way up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. And then we got general thunderstorm elsewhere from Arizona to New Mexico to Michigan, northern Michigan to southern Texas to Ohio to South Carolina, South and North Carolina to Florida, and then again from New York State into portions of Maine. Probability look like this, 5%. Alright, let's move on to the tropical weather outlook. This is from the National Hurricane Center. We have 3 areas of the watch, but this one here is kind of dying out, so you can see this one here has no, should be down to 0%, so we won't have to worry about this one. This one here has a 40% chance of development in the next 7 days, 0% over the next 48 hours. But this here could start dwindling down as well, could just remain a tropical wave. Now this one is this here is a new tropical wave moving off the African coast. Let me move it here. You can see it located right here. Should be in this area here. Has about a 20% chance of development over the central MDR region. Now this one we're going to have to pay close attention to, because this one here could affect the United States. Long ways off yet, but there's a possibility this one possibly could affect the eastern U.S. So we'll continue to monitor this here. We'll keep you up to date as the information comes in from the National Hurricane Center, and we'll continue to watch this one. But this one here right off the East Coast, I ain't got to worry about that one. This one here kind of a 40% chance. I figured that there probably should diminish here soon, probably down about 10%, then it should be all gone. And this one here, this is the one we're gonna have to continue to monitor, disturbance number 3. So alrighty, well, hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe. I will keep you up to date on this here tropical wave here. This could be the one heading for the East Coast or even into the Gulf of Mexico, so we'll continue to watch that and see. Alright, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Friday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.